Hey, how y'all doing? I'm gonna do just a short video. I got called into work and had a long day, and I got a longer day tomorrow. So I'm just trying to fire something out real quick. I didn't want to show these terrain pieces off. These two right here were actually in like White Dwarf or some magazine, like back in the '80s. I bought this lot, and the guy was telling me about it when I bought it from him. I don't know which one, but man, I really dig these two pieces. It's just like these. They use them as archways for to enter my Thunder Mountain, and there's little eyelets, so I can put a banner across. And I put like a banner that says Blue Jaw Clan on it. Yeah, but that's those two little terrain pieces. These I actually made myself. These are orc huts and an orc tower. This was made using like paper mache technique, and then I just dropped a bunch of what we call it, horns all over the place. It's empty on the inside, so you can put people on the inside. And I use just what do you call it? Metal wire, the kind you get in a hobby store, and that's what the frame is made out of. And this is just a smaller one, but they're both high enough where you can stick actual orcs in there. So, like, if somebody comes in a village, I could hide a unit in there. This is like just a little tower that I made. I can't help. I have to be making stuff. It's just the way I am. I can't sit idle, and like I like to convert far more than I like to paint. I mean, painting's all right. I'm a shit painter. I'm not even gonna say I'm all right. I'm a shit painter, but I don't give a care. I'll be a shit painter all day long. I still do it because it just works for me. It makes me feel happy. But I like building stuff, and I generally don't have any kind of plan. I just build as I go. But again, this is paper mache on the outside. That's just two chains, and I just glued all these little metal rods to make a stair. And that way, and there's a little bench in there too, because the walls are a little short. So if you put an orc on there, I don't know if I have any orcs handy. I'll use these skeleton orcs. Or maybe it was, oh yeah, oh, the bench is for goblins, that's right. So orcs are fine, but there's a little bench in here as well that I put in there, so if I have goblins manning the tower, you could see them, because they're too short, kind of like dwarves. Oh shit, sorry. I have a bad habit to apologizing to inanimate objects. Yeah, that's this terrain I was just going to show off. This guy I just got in the mail too. This is going to be for the orc force, because these sails and the masts are the ones that are on the Makara and the little one. There was a problem I had earlier. Was I have a mast on this guy, but I have no sail for it. And now that I have a couple more masts and a couple more sails, I can probably put some more on there, so it'll tie these armies together a little more. So I just got that in today. I'm going to crack it open later and take a look at it. And I'll see what I can do about finishing up with this squig force and start painting it. Because I'm ready to paint. This, like I said, this is one I'm actually excited to paint. It'll be shit because I'm a shit painter, but I don't care. I don't need to be a good painter. I got too many other good skills. But like I said, it makes me happy and I enjoy it. And I mean, I know I could get good at it. Everything I do, I get good at. It's practice. That's all it takes. It's mindset. I literally believe that. It doesn't matter what you give me. I can learn how to do it well. I may not like to, but again, willingness and discipline. I can make myself do stuff that I hate, and I can make myself do it tediously, or not tediously. What's the other word? Anyways, like steady. I can do something I hate all day long. You know, I can stick with it. And that's one thing that helps me to learn, is because I don't care how much I hate it. If I need to learn it, I'll suck it up and do it. That's why I've just never had the opportunity to paint, because I've always been moving around so much. That's why I was so excited when I got that last job. It was a painting job, but that didn't last. The moment the owner found out he could use me for everything else, he used me for everything else. And I didn't get to paint anymore. And then he screwed me over. Like I said, I'm about to tell this story on this new channel, but it's busted, man. Like I have never in my life been so used, exploited. It's surreal. And you know the crazy part is, I know this dude doesn't even get it. He's a rock solid narcissist. I can see that now. And the thing about him is, he forgets all the stuff. That's his leadership style. He only cares about what's going on in the moment, and he forgets everything else. And it happened every time. I would tell him stuff he's doing, And then he wouldn't realize, because I tell him there's a problem. He wouldn't realize until I told him what happened earlier. Then he'd be like, oh, right. And you have this look on his face where it's just like, and then he realized it because he can recall, but I have to trigger the recall. And like I said, this series, bro, if this dude fucks around and listens to the series, by the end of it, he's going to be disgusted with himself. Because I know good goddamn well he doesn't remember all this stuff. But the moment I start saying it, it's going to trigger. If he watches this series, it's going to fuck with him. Because he's going to realize that his narcissism and arrogance screwed him over. He doesn't understand that yet. But bro, man, I ain't never had anybody in my entire life use and abuse me like this cat. And like I said, you know, you could be like, oh, he's a titty baby, you know, blah, say whatever you want about me. But I'm going to tell you a couple things about me. Number one, I'm a Gen Xer. That means I'm freaking part of the hardest living generation right now in this country. Two, I'm from Jersey. I can take shit. I'm a Marine veteran. I can take shit. I spent 30 years in the service industry. I can take shit, man. This guy, and like I said, I know he don't get it because he don't remember. But the moment I start laying out my after action report and this SOB hears what he did to me, it's all going to start clicking in. And I bet he doesn't even know how far it goes back because I didn't either. It goes back to the beginning. It goes back to when I first told him no. The first time I told my last boss no was when he wanted to take me to the gym. Because when I first got there, I was heavy set. I was 230 pounds, 5'8", 230 pounds. This other cat, he was like six foot tall, maybe 6'2", he was taller. He was the manager at the time. And 300 plus. And he tells us both, he's like, you guys are coming to meet in the morning. And I'm like, nah, I can't do that because I know my gym is 2 miles away from where I live. His gym is like 17 miles away from where I live. 2, I don't go to the gym at 7 a.m. That's when he goes. So he's altering my life schedule. And it was like, he took that hard. I know he did. And it was right after that. And like I said, I forgot this at first. When I did my after action report, I realized it. Was he started riding my ass about, because I was I was a builder, right? So when I'm building, when I put the models together, you have these things called mold lines. And in the mold lines, you have to scrape away. Anybody who doesn't know, because any of you guys know, and while I'm working, scrape it away. He hated that little. And it's like, I didn't mean to do it, but I'm a builder. It's like, and I was like, let me go in the other room. He's like, no, I want you here where I can see you, so I know you're working. Bro, I'm in the other room. If you want to know I'm working, when I have models done and cleaned and polished, you know, then you know I'm working. I mean, but no, he wouldn't have it. And he's like, do something else. Use the the airbrush. And I'm like, okay. I tried it. Not enough PSI. The airbrush, like I said, don't take my word for it. If you guys have airbrushes, scrape the mold lines out and just hit it with an airbrush, see if it works. Now, if it's completely loose, yeah, but sometimes when they're a little hangy, you need that PSI from that to knock it out. And he just broke my balls about it. And like I said, I forgot all about that until I went back and did my after action report. And I just started trickling all the times he's been riding me over stuff. And it's just like, there was so many. Like I said, and I know, because he doesn't care. He doesn't think like that. All he thinks about is what's going on right now in the moment. And that's what caused him so much mistake. Like he was bitching at me about freaking seasoning salts when freaking this guy had me do a hot dog menu. It's like, it's too long to explain in this thing. If you watch it, I don't know if I want to recommend this new series though, because it's going to be emotionally charged. It's going to be something. But, oh man, I didn't really mean going this long in this video. I'm sorry, I'm rambling now. Look, I appreciate you guys' time. I'm sorry I rambled like that. Like I said, I got a lot of emotion tied up into what's happening right now and what happened to me in the past. And I am looking to set the story straight. I don't need to settle score now, but I'm looking to set the story straight. Anyways, I appreciate your time. I hope you guys have a lovely night and you take care. Thank you so much.